Welcome to the Take It Home podcast. I am one of your hosts, Doc Simmons. You can find me on all social medias at DocSimmons17. I forgot to mention this is the podcast so bad that we should just really take it home. I am joined by three wonderfully handsome men. Why don't you guys go ahead and introduce yourselves?
I'll go first. I'm Gunnar Wicks, and you can find me at Gunnar Wicks on everything.
The Outlaw Zach Hendricks. Find me at Z Hendricks Brand all over social media. If you love me and Doc together so much, look up Facebook and Instagram at Country Air Official or give us a tweet at Country Air Brand.
And I'm Perch, and you can find me at Perch XLV, # for the Ref Brand.
All right. I know it was a pretty uneventful weekend for most of us. I think I was the only one who worked.
Congratulations.
Hey, we'll just knock that out. We'll just knock my weekend out of the way first and just get that.
I've been dying to hear it. I've been dying. I had to wait till now to get that info. I didn't want to pry it, but I've been dying to hear how it went.
Okay.
We should go over the main event.
No, sadly I did not. I went over, but it was the match right before intermission. So
No, I'm not saying the main event. I'm saying like you told us, you gave us a text about what happened in the main event.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh, well, paint the scene, paint the setting.
That. Oh God. Oh yeah. I totally forgot about that. Oh yeah. Well, let me talk about my weekend first, and then we'll get to the main event.
Yeah, it was a beautiful Sunday or a beautiful snowy day, wasn't it? No, was it?
It was snowing lightly.
Okay.
Locker room was like so it was a bar. So I get to start. Saturday I wrestled for Zawa. I figured Bittersweet Symphony in Deer Grove at the Happy Spot. The locker room was like on their patio, like their back patio type thing. It was like they had heaters out there, but it was basically outside. What did I do? Hartenbauer came out. It was supposed to wrestle Chip Collins. Connor Hopkins got involved. I couldn't stay in the back and let that go down. So I came out, cleared house with the Fireweight Championship, showed Connor what a real champion looks like. Ended up tagging with Hartenbauer, and we stepped away with the win. A nice liquid sword to the face, feeding into a spear. Good match. Meant a lot to me because Hartenbauer and Bucky are guys. When I was starting my independent wrestling journey, those were two guys that I would see at AAW a lot. So it was good to just knock Hartenbauer off the list of people who are working. But more importantly, why y'all are here, the main event was Dakota versus JC Price. Dakota hooks Price up for the DDT for the win and just yaks on his back.
What?
Yep.
Right there in the open?
No, it was towards the finish.
But did he give him the DDT?
I believe so, but it didn't look too good.
Right in the puke. That's nice.
Oh, that's a finish.
And then I think immediately after proceeded to throw up outside of the ring. So, you ever seen a Dakota match?
Gotta be careful what you eat pre-match.
That's always a possibility. So that was my first time seeing it happen live. I know it's happened before, but yeah.
It comes with the territory once in a while.
Yeah, that's his spot, I guess. But the show was fun. Crowd was awesome. Venue, the bar was nice. Shout out to the bartenders at the Happy Spot. They took care of us. But yeah, sorry that we don't have much to talk about this weekend. It's just nature of wrestling in this pandemic era. Shows are hard to come by.
Yeah, it's a little bit different, but when you said you had a Zawa show going this weekend, I was excited because I remember at wintertime in particular going down there for shows. we've had just about every kind of weather you could imagine horrible, whether it's rain or snowing or negative 20 degrees, negative 25 degrees. Good to hear it was a nice day when you were out there.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad. Just regular.
It's always a fun time.
Yeah, just regular Midwest cold.
Good.
Okay, so now to get into our topics. Since me and Perch been going back and forth, Perch, why don't you let them know the banger of the week?
Yeah, banger of the week this week. It comes with a heavy heart, but we all need to have a good song once in a while when you're down, and then a good song to pick you back up, and none other than Eye of the Tiger, Survivor, Rocky theme song.
Hey, yeah.
It's the start of a brand new week. We're in the dead of winter right now. Nothing can get you jacked up quite like that hype song. I think of a montage every time.
Arguably the best thing to come out of the Rocky movies is Eye of the Tiger. Always appropriate.
It got some banger soundtracks, but that was one I remember seeing live one time at Summerfest. My brother and I had availability to go by ourselves, so we went and we sat right by the front speakers too, and they didn't play the song, of course, until the end.
Yeah.
And it melted our face. It was pretty good. So this week, banger of the week, Eye of the Tiger.
Yeah,
get you through the winter time.
Eye of the Tiger was always a weird one for me because back in like high school wrestling practice, we would do drills for a song length, and like our cardio, like if we were running, it was like, all right, you're gonna do sprints for like this song length and survive. And Eye of the Tiger was one of them. So love-hate relationship with that song.
One song will get you through it, though. That's it.
Yeah, definitely. The Eye of the Tiger and Welcome to the Jungle were like the two big ones for drills.
Also a banger.
Yeah.
Also.
And I guess since Gunner has dared to open his mouth, we might as well do what he hasn't done this week and talk about what we've been studying. Gunner.
Yep. So this week I've been studying a whole lot of nothing.
God,
I've not watched any wrestling this week.
If this was a class, you are definitely the bad kid in the class.
Yeah, did not do my homework. Not ashamed of it either.
Like I can
to be honest.
Like usually the bad kid in class isn't ashamed of anything, so
I'm sure it'll happen again here at some point. But yep, didn't see. I probably watched some like random YouTube videos about wrestling, like I always do, but I didn't watch any matches or anything. So yeah, I got nothing.
All right. Zach, my lovely partner, what have you been watching this week?
Actually, while I was at the gym, I was watching. I was doing cardio. I was watching a lot of Fit Finley and Chris Hero. So, more of that. I was on Facebook and someone put over a Fit Finley versus Regal match. So I was just literally like scrolling through, looking all over for that match. I found two. One from Saturday night for WCW, and one from Monday night for the King of the Ring. Both probably not the match he was talking about because one match ended in 5 minutes by a chair shot. The other one had Regal. Fit Finley had a knee injury the entire time because it was a tournament. The gimmick was like he was hurt before he went out there. I still need to find that match. And then I listened to a Chris Hero podcast this week talking about how Chris Hero could save wrestling. So I've been just watching a little bit of Chris Hero.
Big fan of Chris Hero. Everybody will point to that one Chris Hero CM Punk IWA Mid-South like 1 hour match. That's something to watch. And it's good. It definitely teaches you or shows how to work holds very well.
Yeah.
Because like the first 30 minutes is chain wrestling and it's not uninteresting. What about you? Oh, go ahead.
No, I was going to say I agree with what you said. Nothing more.
And we'll pass it on to our resident referee, senior official, Dan Perch. What have you been watching?
Yeah, man. One that really got me this week, but it really hit home, was watching on TNT AEW. They had a bunch of tag matches going on, and I liked it. Great episode. And one of the tag matches was a 6-man tag between Private Party and Matt Hardy against Top Flight and Matt Sydal.
Mhm.
Now, just to see that setup between those 6 individuals, in our walks of life, when I was younger, I used to pretend we were the Hardy Boys, back when I was 8, 9 years old, 2000, 2001, right in that range. So always wanted to be a wrestler and look at a guy like Matt Hardy as an influence, which got me interested when I was young. So wanting to be one when I was younger and growing up and seeing a match on TV where Matt Hardy's still going in 2020, and he's working against a couple of brothers like the Top Flight, who we've all shared a locker room with, and we know the hard work that they put in and the dedication and the level of commitment and everything that it takes to get there. So just kind of full circle. When I was a kid, it's like, what does it take to get to that point and be there, and then to see it, firsthand, understanding the insides a little bit to the schools that we're in and the knowledge that we learn to make a career one day. So it all kind of came full circle through watching, that is, and it makes me hungry to continue to get out there and do what we're all looking to do and make a career in this business. So that was kind of a reflection moment that I had from watching wrestling, but you find inspiration from anywhere and like to celebrate pro wrestling. And that was a big celebration moment. I got a lot of enjoyment out of that.
That's what's up. Yeah, and I don't think there's I think it'd be hard pressed to find somebody in our generation who didn't love the Hardy Boys.
Yeah.
It's definitely, highly influential for us, whether it's Jeff just being crazy or Matt just being super creative with all his gimmick changes throughout the years and always being able to stay relevant. I did catch the promo or a bit of the promo that he cut when he basically called out Impact, was like, "I saved your company." So really, really enjoy. I enjoy the Impact AEW stuff so much.
Oh, and it's still heating up. I mean, it's such a slow burn here, and we don't know what we're getting from week to week, but it continues to elevate. I think at the right speed, the right temperature. It's nice and slow, but we got a little invasion on Impact on Tuesday, and then they acknowledged a little bit on Wednesday the next night. Moxley cut a killer ass promo, and he called out just a bunch of stuff that sparks the fire a little bit more. I love
that's
it. So
little behind the curtain. See that I don't know about the Moxley stuff because it's weirdly timed when he also announced at Wrestle Kingdom that he's finally going to defend the U.S. title. So I feel like that's the direction that they're going. I don't think he'll show up in Impact. He'll probably show back up in New Japan.
Oh, and that's just the thing. Impact is just one aspect of it. The fact that they're, a guy like Moxley, he, New Japan, he's still the champion, like you said. That opens the door to a company such, which, we haven't even seen yet. So yeah, I think the slow burn of AEW having good connections with people, I think on a business level, it must be, is just great for the wrestling world. So to see all these little things, it's enjoyable because in WWE it's their own bubble and a bubble where we've all grown up watching at some point. But right now there's so much going on where the whole business is huge.
Definitely. What I have been watching is a lot of Shingo Takagi matches. Prepping. Really, it's just he's gonna wrestle Tanahashi for the never open weight title, which is very interesting to me. I've never considered Tanahashi to be the never open weight type. So it's just an interesting matchup to me, and I really like Shingo Takagi. I like his aggressiveness, so it just made me want to watch some of his older Dragon Gate stuff. So that's mostly what I've been watching. Just that hard hitting style, kind of going back to basics. He doesn't really do anything crazy. It's just all energy and clotheslines. And I think he does a good job of being a smaller guy that always looks big. So that's what I've been watching.
Hell
But
yeah.
more importantly, we have a full weekend of wrestling coming up.
Yes, we do.
Yes,
I'm
we
excited.
Oh hell yeah! I can't wait for this weekend. Yeah, starting off Friday night, we've got ICW
Yes, sir.
back in West Dallas for the Insane Rumble.
Yes, sir. Always a good time. We're back at the Insane Rumble. Me and Zach, Country Air, will be defending our ICW tag team titles against Nell Dillinger and Zach McGuire. This will be a first time for me matching up with Nell. Me and Zach have had a couple bangers. I always enjoy working Zach. I think we always tear the house down. Country Air always tears the house down. I'm super excited. What about you, brother?
Oh yeah, super excited. Only had the chance to step in the ring with Nell Dillinger once. Was expecting a little bit more. Nell, if you're listening to this, I'm calling you out because I'm pretty sure I beat you in like 5 minutes. So I was expecting a little bit more.
Damn.
Yeah, we're putting the shade on here. Zach McGuire, only once or twice. But as I said before, I don't. I'm expecting more from them. Clockwork Dogs, I think that's what they're called now. They had that dark match mafia blood in between them. They have chemistry, so it's another tag team of good chemistry. So we'll see how it goes. My prediction, Country Air is gonna retain.
I think that's a smart prediction.
Not that I think you guys won't win, but me and little Chuckster had a battle with them at last ICW, and we fell to him. So you got your work cut out for you.
Well, see, I was studying that match because I am a good warrior, so I needed to scout the competition. I saw how they beat you; it was very clever.
That's probably how me and Chucky lost that one because we don't study.
clearly, as we've seen earlier in this episode. But yeah, I will be watching out for their little tricks. We'll keep an eye out on them. Try to be a little bit smarter than you. I mean, really, they tried to outsmart you, which was the good thing to do. You've got Chucky on your team.
They're resilient too.
Yeah,
they could take a lot of damage. I ran just a gnarly, vicious comeback on them. Kicked out at 1. Unbelievable. Wow. I had no words after that happened. I was like, I'm not beating this guy. It's over.
Oh man. Then how do you plan to bounce back this weekend, Gunner?
What a great segue.
I am getting this. I am becoming a host of some sort.
It's impressive.
Thank you.
But so this weekend I'm going to bounce back by dropping Chucky and going into singles competition.
Oh, they were.
That's the plan.
It's like, I mean, you had such a successful debut at at Asylum together. Why would you drop him now?
Yeah, I don't know what happened with that one. Like, Chucky was really on top of his game for that Asylum show. He dropped weight really quickly, formed abs, got more athletic.
Really pale.
Yeah.
Don't know how that happens.
No idea, but we got the victory there, and then he just kind of went back to a bad diet and just didn't care anymore. And yeah, I don't know.
Makes sense. So kind of understandable why you got to drop him and start chasing some singles.
Yeah, he's insane. Obviously, it's like he's up 1 week, down the next week. Like, he's on his A game, and then all of a sudden he just doesn't care and drops the ball every other week. It's a roller coaster with him. So I need consistency in my team.
Fair enough. So who you got this weekend, Gunner?
I am going to, as it stands now, be the main event of the pre-show against Herzog, I think is his name.
Alex Herzog?
Yes, not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but he seems like a pretty big, scary, nutso kind of dude. So I'm looking forward to it.
I'm pretty sure he doesn't wear shoes.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
Go
he's
for
going to
those.
regret that once I stomp on his feet over and over and over and over.
Probably a good strategy.
Yeah. See, I don't need to study that. Get in the ring, see a guy has no shoes. Gonna be an easy one.
Bullseye. And then our glorious senior official, Perch, what do you got going on Friday?
Yeah, so like Gunnar said, he'll be headlining the VIP matches, as will I be announcing the VIP matches. So catch me in the ring, being the host to bring people into the ICW the once a month here. So I'm excited for that. Get to test out the pipes every time and try the voice. And I take pride in that VIP section. So I'm looking forward to it. It's always something different. And then once the show starts, we'll be repping, handling business. Lots of matches. There's a big rumble in this one with some surprise entrants. So I'm excited. It's going to be a good night of work.
Surprise entrance later, or our thoughts or wants for the surprise entrance later. So yeah, that's going to be Friday, and then Saturday. I'm not actually sure if you're coming, Perch.
Yeah, I'm hopping in with you, brothers. I heard there's a car ride going on, and there's a trip happening for pro wrestling, and there's no place better to be than in the car ride, learning with the brothers. So, yep, I'm hopping in this weekend.
Awesome.
Hell yeah.
Yep, Saturday, we will be in Winona for River City Championship Wrestling, RCC Dub. It will be the Country Air's debut there. It will be Gunner's debut there.
It will not be my debut. It will be my second match I've had there.
Oh, big boy on campus.
Yeah.
All right, Gunner, what do you got going on then?
It'll be me facing off against Winona's own Chris Steele.
Ooh, the real deal.
Don't know a whole lot about him, so I'm not sure what to expect.
You gonna study?
Of course not. Why would I do that? It's better going in there with the unknown.
Gunner's plan: show up, riot, leave.
Exactly. I don't need to study.
There you go.
Well, sometimes I do. But.
That's what the car ride's for. The car ride's for.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it will be a long car ride there, so be a good time to study up, I suppose.
Yep. Chris Steele, really thick boy. Seen him work a couple times.
Don't call him thick.
Good guy in the ring.
Had my hand on a handful of his matches, and he's a big guy, Gunner. You got your work cut out for you for sure.
Well, I'm a big guy too, so.
Yep, it's gonna be
a lot of rioting for you this weekend. They definitely you got some good matches coming up.
Yep,
he's got a manager with him sometimes. Paul Proudly, the voice of Minnesota out there, a radio station.
So I might have to keep an eye out for him, huh? All right.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping this time that the fans of RCCW treat me with a little more respect than they did last time. So pretty disappointed. My face paint, as it does, got a little runny. I sweat a lot. It's all over my face. They got a Victoria's Secret chant going throughout like half the match. Really took me off my game and blaming the loss on them. So better not happen again.
Yeah, the RCCW fans can be ruthless from time to time.
Yep. It's not makeup. It's war paint. Damn it.
It's not a purse. It's a satchel. But in other news, your mama's favorite tag team will be challenging for the RCCW tag team titles against Valhalla Rising, Ragnar the Ruthless, and Devlin Kane. This will be a first-time matchup for me, for both of them. I've known Ragnar for a bit, kind of got into the business around the same time. And Kane's always been mad cool. We've never gotten a chance to wrestle, but he's always been one to put in a good word for me. So it will be my honor to take those tag team titles away from you to show my appreciation. What do you think, Zach?
Such a nice guy.
I'm a gentleman.
I'm pretty flat at the fact that in our debut night, we're gonna become the tag champs.
No, that's going to be great. That's going to be great. It's good to see that the folks out there in Winona, like we said, the fans can be rough, but they know that Country Air is on the rise, and giving us a shot on our first night is much appreciated.
Yeah, quick counterpoint. So if it's your first match there as a team, how does one earn a title match?
Well, if we're to be, well, this is our first matchup as a team. I am 3-0 at RCCW.
Sorry, I asked the question.
Pre-show. So
Word.
I'm just saying.
About.
Like, I am 3-0 right now at RCCW. So I don't know. That seems fair.
Okay, I did not know that. I'm sorry I brought that up. Valid point.
But Gunner, I think it may be a luck. I think Chris Steele may be the Black Horse champion. That's the bar that's out there in Winona, and I think the real deal, Chris Steele may still be the Black Horse champion. So,
so why doesn't he put it on the line then? What's that about?
Well, you didn't obviously you didn't demand it.
I'm demanding it right now.
You just talk about how you lost your last match.
So I say you bring it out there, bring it to the table, and talk some business.
All right, we'll bring it up.
I mean, either way, he is a former heavyweight champion too, I believe. I think coming up with the win should put you in line for a title shot somewhere.
Okay. I'll see what
I can do. Big one. Gunner's going to be listening to the banger of the week this week, all week, ready for the preparation for this match coming up.
That car ride up there, that like 3 or 4 hours or whatever it is, nonstop repeat, Eye of the Tiger. So I hope you guys are ready for it.
Yeah.
Pulling off in the snow just to run up some hills.
Yeah.
It's like,
we'll be about like 30 miles out, and I'll be like, okay, you guys.
I mean, we
stay here. I'm getting out. I'll run the rest.
So this is the perfect time to do the Rocky montage from Rocky 4. Just start running up mountains with goats and stuff on your back. It'd be great.
So I'll have to bring you with.
Yes.
All right.
Like this has worked out well.
I'll be your Paulie.
Yeah. You gotta get him, Gunner. You're an animal.
With that kind of support system around me, I don't see how I can lose.
And before I was rudely interrupted by Gunner, and we sidetracked Eye of the Tiger. I've never taken on. This will be a first for me as well with Damon, Devlin Kane, and Ragnar the Ruthless. But I mean, I was there when Ragnar was starting off. I mean, great guy, but you have to punch someone in the face no matter how nice they are, right?
Yep. Yeah. Ragnar's been cool. He's definitely somebody that we've seen putting in the work and trying to get his name out. I think he did start about the same time as us, but this will be another.
There's no one. There's nothing to sleep on because in the short period that Valhalla Rising has been tag champions, if I'm not mistaken, they're RCCW tag champs, and I think they just recently became the WPW tag team champions. So don't get it twisted. We're not going to take them lightly.
And Kane is also a former heavyweight champion at RCCW, I believe.
Exactly.
He's been a champion in a lot of places, so this is definitely some high quality competition that we are going up against. So it definitely won't be easy, but we're your mama's favorite for a reason, and that's because we stay on top.
Because mama loves gold.
Yep. So
I like that.
Thank you. Like, it's off the top of the dome, right there.
For for those who listened last week, CJ Cole will have his second match at RCCW against another good brother, Aesop Mitchell.
Yep.
That's another match that's bringing him up just because we've been talking about a lot about CJ, so that's another match.
Yep, your old school classic teacher versus student match. Aesop's especially lately, Aesop has had a very heavy hand in training all of us, so that should be a good one. Aesop is a violent gentleman. CJ Cole, your apex athlete. Should be a good little banger. You got the intelligence versus the athleticism. but we ourselves will have a nice full weekend, lots of travel. I guess we're gonna have to figure that all out because there's a bunch of y'all.
Yeah.
But let's go ahead and get into some fun this week. We talked about it a little. Friday will be ICW's Insane Rumble. It will be a 35-man Rumble now with 5 surprise entrants.
Is it
So
5 or It's 4 surprise entrants.
Oh, 4 surprise entrants, 4 surprise entrants. Minor detail, but what we will do, I posed a question that I thought would be interesting. If you were in charge of selecting the entrants, which 5 surprise entrants would you pick to be in the Insane Rumble? And I wanted to not limit this to just wrestlers or things that were realistic. I want you guys to make this the most interesting Rumble possible. So let's start with Zach. What are 5 entrants that you would pick to be surprises in the Insane Rumble?
5 entrants. Well, number 1 is a man who quit at a Royal Rumble about 7 years ago, 7 or 8 years ago in his career. I would bring CM Punk because the internet would explode.
I mean, last time Punk was seen wrestling was in Milwaukee, so it is not impossible.
I'd bring back, I'd have CM Punk in there for the big explosion factor. Indie wise, I mean, if anyone's reading online, figure out a way to get Marman in there. I'd make him number 35, big old Marman. Another ICW alumni I'd bring in would be Mel. I'd have Mel go and clear house.
See, if you were going to bring Mel, I'd probably do Barman 34, Mel 35.
That's true, but like just reading the comments, the fans are wanting Marman a little more.
No, yeah.
And Marman, like, if we're not mistaken, if you remember, he was the last year Royal Rumble winner.
Oh, he did win last year's. Yep.
Yeah.
Come back to defend that title, Marman.
Yeah, exactly. Who else? Let's see.
So, much love to Mario and his family. If fans who don't know why, part of the reason why he's gone, he did just have another kid. So congratulations to them. But
Marman, big family guy. Hopefully the best, and hopefully if he ever comes back, he'll come back when he's ready.
Yep. Somebody else on the list of people I haven't gotten to wrestle and I would like to wrestle.
Someone almost got to work, and then just because of time constraints and like how he had to leave so quick, the match didn't happen.
Yeah.
You're like, next time, bro. And then now you're not sure when next time will be.
Yep.
But let's see. I would like to bring Warhorse would be fun if we're talking like just out of the realm. He was just in Wisconsin. Warhorse. And last but not least, I have kind of stumped. I got 4. I didn't get 5. Let's see.
It's all right. Gunner never does his homework.
Exactly. At least I got 4.
Hey, I did my homework for this one. I have a list of 5 waiting when I'm called on. So.
All right, I guess the last one I'll bring, just because you said unrealistic and all that, and it's probably on Gunner's list just to piss him off. I bring in Taker.
Not on my list, but close.
Ooh, I wonder. Hell yeah. Bring it. How pissed? I don't know if Taker would enjoy the ICW locker room if he doesn't enjoy the WWE locker room with them playing video games, with all of our extracurricular activities. But I think like that'd be super tight. It'd be
great. Like how small the locker room is. He'd be like, "All right, this is my section." Be like, I don't know how to say this, but that's the whole
locker room. Yeah.
But he's Undertaker, so at the same time, you couldn't tell him no. They're like, okay, I guess we'll all get dressed outside in the freezing cold.
Like, can you imagine if, like, just, the bell hits at an indie show?
The lights go out.
Oh, yeah. They somehow have the money to get the lightning to hit.
If I was in the ring during the Rumble and that happened, I would shit myself. Just full on.
Yep.
My prediction is Gunner's going to last longer than 10 seconds this year.
You bet I will. Last year's Rumble was not a high spot in my career. Very low point for me. Got tossed out within like 5 or 10 seconds. That will not happen again.
Yeah.
Right
I'm watching my back. I might even just stay in the corner the whole time, just so I know everything's in front of me, nothing's behind me. We're going the distance, baby.
That's strategery.
Yeah.
Hold on to that bottom rope in the corner somewhere, kind of under it. That's the best section to kind of get away with some time, or at least anchor yourself. You've got enough size where you can not get moved if you don't want to get moved until the time's ready. I think you can bide your time.
It's a great idea. I might even just slip out under the bottom rope, go down to the bar downstairs, have a few shots, and come back up when it's time.
Stone Cold style back in the day. It was always acceptable. We grew up knowing how to bend the rules of a Rumble.
But
Jared, hiding underneath the ring.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, but I was like, it's the low setting. I don't think he can fit under there.
You're right. I can't. Tried it once.
Yeah, I can. That is a viable strategy for me.
Doc's about to play cards with Swoggle underneath the fucking ring.
Hell yeah, go fish, baby. Go fish champ over here.
That would be something.
He'd be quite the surprise entrance, Swoggle.
Swoggle would be
Hey, the final guys. Doc, final guys in the ring.
Yep. All right, Gunner, since you did your homework for this and you seem very proud of it, why don't you give us your 5?
All right. So the first of my 5 would be Manservant Baxter.
Oh.
Yep.
Bringing a real throwback.
Oh yeah, but him and Chucky could team up and do some real damage. Plus, Chucky needs a new partner.
I don't think there are very few things that would make Chucky happier than for Manservant Baxter to come back.
It's true. Number 2 would be Kane. Not Undertaker. Was almost Undertaker, but no. Kane would be sweet.
Glenn Jacobs.
Yes. I don't know if he's still doing the whole like Mayor of Knoxville thing.
I'm pretty sure he is.
Is he?
Yeah.
Darn. Well, he should take the day off, come down to ICW, get in the Rumble.
I mean, he has taken the day off to do wrestling, so I don't see why he couldn't.
Yep. I mean, I'll be there, so.
And really,
what more do you want? Then my 3rd would be the Shockmaster.
Are you going to try to save? Are you going to try to save his career, or are you just going to go full in and have him just do the same entrance and burst through a wall?
That's a good question. I think him bursting through a wall might save his career, to be honest. Just bring it back for some nostalgia.
Just go full in on it?
Yep. Never know, his career could take off again.
Yeah.
If anything, I'd want to steal that helmet, because that'd be sweet. 4th surprise entrance, Isaac Yankem. If Kane's gonna be there, might as well bring his friend. Plus, I need some dental work done. And
hey, I am there with your brother. That's the plan for 2021. 2021 dental work. Hashtag. Or waffles.
Waffle.
Waffles dental work 2021.
And then 5th would be the Cougar Hunter, El Cazador de Puma. Have not seen him since Rise of Honor of last year, and would like nothing more but to see his return.
Like, that would be pretty sweet. I've heard he's been working hard, though he hasn't been in the ring much. No bagging more cougs,
Oh yeah.
as he's wont to do.
Probably out slaying some cougs, I imagine. The
Yeah,
music hasn't hit in quite some time.
He's must have been on a hot streak lately.
yeah. Like so,
Out in the jungle.
Wisconsin Cougs, get on your game.
So out there thriving in the current COVID climate with all the lonely single mothers.
Mm-hmm. Lonely winter, cold winter.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Lots of single cougs out there.
Keeping them all warm, I'm sure.
I would imagine.
But
Never know when you're gonna show up.
And I guess, a proper segue, since cats love fish so much, Perch, why don't you tell us your 5 surprise entrants?
Word. Yeah, so 5 surprise entrants. I would start from the top, and this one would just be a holy shit banger of a moment. Jacob Fatu.
You would willingly, intentionally put yourself through that again.
No, what would get me would be the thought of all of you guys standing in the center of that ring and hearing him come down, and I'm on the outside. I'm wearing nothing but a striped shirt.
You were outside the first time.
You were outside last time.
Yeah.
There's a fact that when Dan Perch is near Jacob Fatu, you get hurt.
Yeah, to tell you the truth, I didn't even think about that shit. But no, it would be because you guys are in that ring.
We protect you.
No, it would be because you guys are there, and I want to see how you guys would react being inside that environment. I know I've been in the environment a few times, and I didn't even think myself. No, I'd be announcing it.
No
at this
concern
point.
for personal safety. He's like, man, I just want my bros to have a good time.
I just want you guys to experience it in there. He would be one that, holy shit, to have everyone experience that for a moment. That place would be a war zone, as it oftentimes is at ICW. Nothing out of the ordinary, and I think he would be a pretty big time guy that could do it. So I like to.
I definitely think as one of those top indie guys, he's somebody who would definitely fit in perfectly at ICW if that was ever a possibility for him to come. I think he's been one of the strongest champions on the indies. Hard to beat.
Yeah, just a monster all around, and I really only see him through MLW, and to see where he's going to be in the next 5 years or so. So yeah, I love him, and to see him do an opportunity, that was one of the first big names that came to mind. Another one in regards to ICW would be a guy who I saw at my first ever ICW show. He was there, and he was one of Dysfunction's pals from back in the day from running shows, and that was Sean Davari, an ICW legend.
Yeah.
I mean, another one where you see him come into that ring and all hell breaks loose. I'd like to see your guys' faces.
Shout out to Onyx's chest that night.
As Sean Davari comes in raising hell. He brings it.
Light everybody up.
Yeah, so he was one that came to mind when I was thinking about ICW and good times and yeah, you never know. I'm sure if not this one, you can never count him out. So he's got to be on the wheel somewhere of randoms. The other entrance that I would put, this is the two guy combo, and it would be to see Oren come into that match. I don't know if he's in it. I don't know if he's going to be there or not. But to see Oren fight inside that Rumble, and then to have someone come out, shortly after him, being John Wayne Murdoch. Straight up, to see those two renewing, not necessarily renewing, but just continuing a feud that has been going on for quite some time. They had a big match together at ICW in the past. So to see Oren and John Wayne Murdoch come together at a spot like that Rumble, that would be pretty damn cool.
Yeah, that'd be a good one. Those two have definitely been tearing it up for the past year and putting on deathmatch classics for everybody, it seems.
Yeah, and to see, let it end with those two. And then let Joe Coley be entrant number 34 and clean it up.
Hell yeah.
and then resume the Rumble and continue with everything. So those would be 4 surprise entrants I would love to see. But there's a 5th that I thought of, and now this one may not ring as true here, but I know there's some people who are listening. I imagine there's got to be some people out there who are listening. But Sadist is the man. If Sadist were to come out and that music hits, he's been retired from wrestling for a few years since we've gotten in the business. I think he retired shortly before we entered the business, and we've only heard folklore of him. We've seen him in locker rooms. We've seen him at shows. He came to, was it MKE at the Knights of Columbus? He had a big run-in, I think. Maybe Dysfunction was there too, and they were raising hell. But it was just a run-in. I think it may have been the last show at the Knights of Columbus in West Dallas. So that was the last time he was seen. I would love to see him. Love to see him.
Got his ass whipped by him too at Frontline, if I'm not mistaken. It's a surprise.
Who did?
Aaron Arsenal. I'm pretty positive sometime last year, like the lights got cut out. Sadist came in and gave Aaron Arsenal a huge spear.
Damn, you never know when he's going to show up, and that's a scary guy. I'm looking at you, Gunner, and thinking you're a monster right now, and you're a monster in the Midwest here, and a guy like Sadist had done it and rocked it. So, a guy who I would love to see you have an opportunity to learn from him, or to square up with him, or to piss off the wrong guy and get some monster knocking on your door that gets the blood flowing. But
I'd
no,
like that.
I think me too. I think we would all like that. I think the fans would like that. I think some of the Bruce City faithful who've been coming to shows for the past 17 years would like to see that. But no, I think Sadist would be the last one. He was at RCCW accepting an award last year, and I saw him, and it was pretty damn cool. So, but no, he would be the 5th person that I have. So that's my list of random ICW Rumble entrants. I would love to see every one of them.
Yeah. Sadist has definitely been somebody who's more legend for us. I believe he retired like right before we started, and was it Colin Brooks, I think, was his retirement match?
Yeah, I can't remember. It was ACW though, I believe.
Yeah, I know he trained a bunch of those guys up there.
Yep, and they did him up well because a big time guy like him, he went out in style and gave the fans what they wanted.
Yeah. So Perch, also very good picks. I think we've had solid 15 picks so far. Now for my 5 picks, I don't have a definitive order except for the last one needs to be the last one. So for first one I would pick Zach took, but it would be Marman. I would love to see Marman come back. I think the wrestling world is better with Marman. Give me more Marman. I think another good one for the ICW crowd would be if Necro Butcher showed up in the Rumble.
That's a solid 2 right there, right? Marman, Necro.
Yeah.
And you had it too, Zach. You're right with Marman, you guys. I haven't seen him in too long, and to see him come back at ICW would be pretty damn cool.
Yep. I definitely think that would be something like those two picks are for the ICW fans. I think those are two surprise picks that they would really enjoy. My last three are purely for me. So I would want Shane Helms also to make overturn and the Hurricane. But see, I wouldn't want the Hurricane. I would want Shane Helms from 3 Count. Okay, the boy band edition of Shane Helms to come out, and I would also I would want the whole crew out there. Only Shane Helms has to wrestle, but I would want the full entrance song and dance number.
And the microphone that they had too, or the earpiece thing.
Yeah, I would want the full thing.
Shannon Moore, Shane Helms, and who?
I cannot remember the third one. Evan Courageous?
Yeah.
Evan Courageous. So yeah, that would be my third pick for surprise entrant. I would mark out. Hopefully that was low enough that this doesn't get a copyright strike, but whatever. My next pick, just because I don't know why this era has been popping up a lot for me the past week, but Kevin Federline. Yeah. Like that little like couple months of WWE has been popping up in my timeline a lot lately.
Wasn't he like the only celebrity Raw general manager that was still a fucking heel? Like the crowd hated him still.
Probably. Just the Cena's got K-Fed. That popped up a bunch of times. I'm watching WrestleMania 26, and I believe he's around that time too. I think he got referenced, so it's just been coming up a lot. So I would love for K-Fed to enter the Insane Rumble and just get the shit kicked out of him by everybody. I would love for him to be number 1 and go all the way to be the final 2, but just getting the shit beat out of him the entire time. And for my last pick, I said be creative, be inventive. It could be anything. In honor of the trailer that just dropped, my last pick is going to be Godzilla. Yep. King of Monsters. That would be great. Let's see the Riot Squad try to spear Godzilla, bitch.
Well, I don't think he could even fit in the ring. Problems there.
We'll worry about the physics of it later. All right, but I think,
can we just get a giant wrestling ring?
I would be down with that. I mean, I already take a lot of steps in these 16s. What's more?
Well, it's a surprise entrance. So how about, if the Riot Squad ends up winning, it's like you have to face Goro now. Just because he beat everyone. Now we take it to outside Lapika Lounge or outside Tanner Paul. Now you face it. We take it to the streets. That's a surprise.
That's
right?
where I thrive.
Well, I guess I should also say I always like battle royals where like either the last 2 or the last 4 it does come to a pinfall. So if we could time it where Gunner threw out entrant 34 and Godzilla's music hits at 35, I would definitely be down for that.
Whoa. Let's relax. Gunner is probably not going to make it past 20 seconds. So it's not put the guy over in the Royal.
All right, so maybe Gunner's 34.
Deal.
I was like
34 and 33 and 32 somehow eliminate themselves.
Somehow everyone's eliminated by the time Gunner
comes out.
It can last at least 30 seconds.
I'll take that.
And then we get the final battle versus the Riot Squad and the King of Monsters.
Now that'd be a draw.
Yeah. Like I'm a great podcast host. I'm a great royal booker as well.
Who's the Rashi? What's
Yeah.
Rashi go chop for chop with Gunner?
That'll be a good one.
Okay.
Rashi and Gunner number 1 and number 2. Let Rashi beat the shit out of him.
I feel like my chops are severely underrated, so I would like that as a chance to prove that I am at the same chop level.
Yeah. I can see that. When I think of Gunner, I don't think of chops.
I
I have to change that. I'm chopping everybody in the Rumble.
Like, I don't know. I think of spears. I think of devastating spears and fall away slams.
I
Take
think
it.
of the stupid arms not moving. For a
Yeah,
while.
yeah. It used to be stupid arms. When you thought of Gunner, you thought of stupid arms.
Okay. Not anymore. Fixed them.
Took you long enough.
His arms are used for chopping now.
We'll see. We'll see. Well, if those arms are used for chopping, how about that mouth be used for asking a question? Yeah.
Oh, segue of the night.
Got him.
That was great. I thought you were going to go in a different direction with that for a
Like with our
second,
group,
but-
you would expect it that way.
You don't do it because you respect Cherie.
Hey, keep her name out of your mouth. All right. My question this week is: if you were arrested with no explanation, what would your friends and family assume that you have been arrested for? Or what
being
do you
drunk
think the
and
rest of
asleep.
us would think you've been arrested for?
What would y'all think, or what my friends and other friends and family would think, or just y'all?
Let's go with us, since we are the other people here. But what would you think that we'd think? So we can't say.
Yeah.
I have my own assumptions about you, Doc,
Well,
which I will keep to myself.
okay. Fair. Well, there's the obvious answer of what y'all would assume. But I would hope, I guess, that I kicked a child in the face.
Whoa, I was just thinking kicking a kid.
That's what we all assumed.
Like, good, all right.
Well, hell yeah, that's what I was assuming too. Doc got arrested. Must have been kicking the kid right in the face.
Yep.
Doc found that kid from 2 years ago in Max Holiday's promo. Said, "Do you think?"
Yep, that one specifically. Yeah, I'm gonna go with kicking a child in the face.
I would assume that you guys assume that I killed the barber for messing up my luscious locks.
That is a good one.
Yep.
I would definitely see that coming.
Or going to jail because they ran out of conditioner. One of the two, whoever came first.
But yes, definitely something involving messing up your hair, I think would involve you going to jail.
Perch.
Shit, homies. You guys never saw me at an arcade with a pinball machine. I will bust that machine from tilting it. So that fucker would bust open. Or I'd break a game of some sort. Like an arcade
Property
game.
damage.
Certainly property damage. Like busted fists through the screen. Or property damage. If it were an arcade and we were there.
See, that's the secret. Perch is the real one-man riot squad.
Little known fact. We bust high scores and when it doesn't go our way.
Based on Perch's real life.
Yep. He's my inspiration.
So I guys don't see me around arcades ever, right? It's kind of a thing. But Donkey Kong high score, we take that for real.
I used to work in an arcade.
No shit, popping quarters from your hip.
Yeah, you bet.
That used to be the sweetest thing ever.
God, arcades were like my life. You ever tilt a machine or get someone busting a machine?
I mean, I've never done it myself because I follow the rules, but
Like,
yeah,
you work there. Of course, you'd have to pick it up.
what I'd get a lot of the times is the skee ball machine, little kids walking up and climbing up the deal and just plopping them all in the center hole.
Oh yeah.
That was a
Yeah.
problem.
Used to hustle kids
love
at skee ball when I was younger.
Play the game. It's fun.
Perch the skee ball hustler. I could see it.
Yeah, we got kicked out of a an arcade at a campground one time for hustling skee ball from the girl ended up being the owner's daughter. It was out in Michigan. Yeah. It's for real. You get in an arcade and it goes for real. Foosball, anyone?
I just hope years down the line in Dark Side of the Ring season 12, we get the first episode and we spend a good 15 minutes talking about him hustling arcades.
Dude just asked to be paid in quarters. he was in deep. Yes. So that's where you'd see me if it were to be arrested. So yeah, probably a video game of some sort, arcade game.
All right. So I think that just kind of. Oh wait, Gunnar, you haven't said, have you?
No, I've thought of the question, haven't thought of an answer.
You were really bad at doing your homework, Gunnar.
Yeah, I was assigned the question, so I came up with the question. It's Gunnar's question of the week, not answer of the week.
Well,
but if I was going to give this a crack, probably also have to go with like property damage, not in the arcade specifically, but just in general. Can you go to prison for like rioting? Can you get charged with rioting?
I don't know. I think there's about 900 people trying to figure that out right now.
All right. I'll let them figure it out first, and once I get word back, we'll see.
Yeah, I think we're actually not sure about that right now. That's a pressing matter that I think is a good note to take it home on.
It could be a Supreme Court case. I think we're taking it home, boys.
Find out next week.
Get out of here.
All right. So this has been the Take It Home podcast. Y'all be easy. 1.